First of all, we'd like to introduce Miss Laurel, 1995, the daughter of James and Janice Littleton, Carrie Lee Littleton. Audience, if you would cooperate with us, we can hear your voices up here real loud. Okay, we're going to introduce our contestants, and we'd like to remind you that they will be leaving the stage to change for the evening gown competition. So let's begin with contestant number 1, Jolene Lynn Cross. Jolene is 16. She's an 11th grader and the daughter of Ronald and Barbara Cross. Contestant number 2 is Beth Ann Hastings. Beth is 16, a 10th grader and the daughter of Ronald Hastings and Marcia Hastings. Contestant number 3 is Leedy Ann Bell Henry. She's 15, a 10th grader, and the daughter of Michael and Cheryl Bailey. Our next contestant is Trina Marie Hibbs. Trina is 17, an 11th grader, and the daughter of John Hibbs and Linda Laverty. Contestant number 5 is Kristen Elizabeth Joseph. Kristen is a 10th grader. She's 15 and the daughter of Robert Joseph and Deborah Atkins. And our last contestant is Amanda Marie Lee. Amanda is a 10th grader. She's 15 and the daughter of Randall and Ann B. Lee. Okay, let's interview our contestants beginning with Jolene Lynn Cross. How are you, Jolene?
I'm fine, thank you, and how are you?
Fine. Would you tell us about your family, please?
Yes. I live with both my parents, Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Joseph Cross Sr. I have 2 older brothers and 2 older sisters. My oldest sister, Dawn, is 30 years old. My oldest brother, Ronnie, is 26 years old. Then there's Bobby, he is 24, and I have a twin sister named Jody.
Okay, what are your hobbies and interests?
My hobbies and interests include drawing, physical fitness, tumbling on the trampoline, various water sports, roller skating, playing tennis, working part-time at Wendy's restaurant of Seaford, talking on the phone, babysitting, and spending time with my family and friends.
And how about your extracurricular activities?
My extracurricular activities at school include I'm on the honor roll, and I'm in the Honor Society, Student Government Association, Talent Search, and the Drama Club. I am an anchor, editor, and scriptwriter for our school's television production, WLHS. During football season, I played my trombone for the national anthem. I am section leader and captain of the band front and twirl flags and rifles at halftime field shows and in various parades. I also hold first chair in the low brass section during concert season. I am in the varsity L Club and a cheerleader for the varsity football team. I'm also captain of the varsity basketball cheerleading squad. I've been invited to attend the National Young Leaders Conference in Washington, D.C., and a session of the Continental Congress. For the 1995-96 school year, I have been nominated and accepted to the Who's Who among America's high school students.
Okay, and what are your plans for the future?
My plans for the future are to attend a 4-year college to major in corporate law and to work for a major corporation in the United States.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Jolene Lynn Cross. talk with contestant number 2, Beth Ann Hastings. How are you, Beth? Fine. Tell us about your family.
I live with my mother, Marcia Hastings, and I also live with my cat, Casper, and I have one older sister, Cassie Smith.
All right, and what are your hobbies and interests?
My hobbies and interests include going fishing, cheering, dancing, babysitting, and spending time with friends and family.
And how about your extracurricular activities?
My after-school activities include National Honor Society, Technology Honor Society, Varsity L. I'm a varsity football cheerleader. I'm a Technology Student Association Delaware State Secretary. I've been a member of Technology Student Association for 5 years, a state officer for 2. I'm a chorus member. I am involved with a youth group with cheerleading. I teach 3-year-olds and 3rd graders. And I was the demonstrator for the Laurel Major cheerleading.
Okay, and how about your plans for the future?
My plans for the future are to attend a 4-year college and major in elementary education.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Beth Ann Hastings. Contestant number 3 is Leedy Ann Bell Henry. How are you, Leedy Ann?
Fine, thanks, and how are you?
Fine. Tell us about your family.
I have an older brother, Jeremy, who's 18, he's a senior this year. I also have an older sister, she's 20, her name is Betsy, she's living on her own now. I live with my parents, Mike and Cheryl Bailey, and I'm also the daughter of Gregory and Henry.
All right, tell us about your hobbies and interests.
I enjoy babysitting, going to the mall, to the movies. I also enjoy helping my mom as a volunteer at the blood bank at Eastern Shore.
And your extracurricular activities.
I'm involved in the drama club, varsity art club, yearbook committee, and also I'm a varsity cheerleader.
And what are your plans for the future?
I've been to attend college, and after which I want to become an anchor for a television station.
Okay, thank you very much. Leedy Ann Bell Henry. Okay, let's have a conversation with Trina Marie Hibbs. How are you, Trina? Tell us about your family.
I live with my father, John Hibbs, and my stepbrother, James. I live with my younger brother, John. He's 16 years old and he's a junior at Laurel High. My older sister is married and currently living in Washington State, and my younger brother lives with my mother in Fargo, North Dakota.
And what are your hobbies and interests?
My hobbies and interests include photography and coming up with an expo.
And tell us about your extracurricular activities.
My extracurricular activities include varsity basketball and cheerleading, band club, I play the trumpet and band, and I'm also a member of the drama club.
Okay, and what do you plan to do in the future?
In the future, I plan to go into the military and get a scholarship at Minnesota State University, which I will major in criminal law. And after that, I plan to be a military police officer in the U.S. Army.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Trina Marie Hibbs. Contestant number 5 is Kristen Elizabeth Joseph. How are you, Kristen?
Pretty good, thank you.
And tell us about your family, please.
Well, I live with my dad, Robert R. Joseph, along with my stepmom, and with the younger sisters. Jackie is a freshman, Laurel, and she is 14. Julie is in 5th grade, she's in 10, and Carly, our newest addition to the family, will be a year older than Julie.
Okay, and how about your hobbies and interests?
Well, I love to go horseback riding, swimming, fishing, with my dad, mostly, karate, reading, and pretty much anything that has to do with family or outdoors.
And what are your extracurricular activities?
I was second tenor first clarinet in high school band, and I'm in the high
Tell us what your plans are for the future.
When I graduate from high school, I'm going to go to college and major in English, and hopefully become an English instructor like my mom.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Kristen Elizabeth Joseph. And our last contestant is Amanda Marie Lee. How are you, Amanda?
I'm fine, thank you.
Tell us about your family
I live with my parents, Randy and Emily, and I'm the only child.
and your hobbies and interests.
My hobbies and interests include cheerleading, playing softball for my church, reading, shopping, swimming, spending time with friends and family, and spending time with small children.
And how about your extracurricular activities?
My extracurricular activities include varsity cheerleader for football and wrestling and varsity athletics.
And what are your plans for the future?
My plans for the future are to attend college and become a physical therapist.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Amanda Marie Lee. At this time, we're going to close the curtains, and when we reopen the curtains, we will begin with our evening gown competition. Thank you. Going to bring all of our contestants back up to the microphone and have them choose an envelope. In each envelope is a series of questions. We'll open the envelope and give them an opportunity to answer that question. We will read the question twice, and at that point, the contestant will then begin her answer. We'll begin with Jolene Lynn Cross. Jolene, your question reads, do you think that women belong in the combat forces of the United States? Please make a comment on this. Your question again, do you think that women belong in the combat forces of the United States? Please comment.
Well, I feel that all women should feel free to make their own decisions on whether they want to go into the military or not. If they feel like being in combat and being in the front line, they can go right ahead and do as they please. It's their decision. And women are just as mature as anybody else. Thank you.
Thank you. Jolene Lynn Cross. Okay, let's have contestant number 2, Beth Ann Hastings. Beth, your question reads, do varsity or intramural sports affect high school students positively or negatively, and why? Question again, do varsity or intramural sports affect high school students positively or negatively, and why?
I feel they affect students positively. They affect them, they give them a good role. They keep them going and get them involved with other things, and it makes them want to do stuff.
Okay, thank you very much. Beth Ann Hastings. Contestant number 3 is Leedy Ann Bell Henry. Okay, Leedy Bell, your question is, do you feel that the United States will have a woman elected as president in your lifetime? Please comment. The question again. Do you feel that the United States will have a woman elected as president in your lifetime? Please comment.
I can't say that there will be a woman elected president in my time, but I'm sure that there will be because women are progressing more and more each day. They're getting smarter and more intelligent. Thank you.
Thank you. Leedy Ann Bell Henry. Okay, it's time to talk with contestant number 4, Trina Marie Hibbs. Trina, your question is, think of the teacher that influenced you the most. What are this teacher's special characteristics? Your question again, Trina. Think of the teacher that influenced you the most. What are this teacher's special characteristics?
Well, the teacher that influenced me the most would have to be my 10th grade science teacher, Mrs. Geek from Parker, North Dakota. She always came into class with a smile on her face, and she always made everybody feel warm, and she was always ready to help you.
Okay, thank you very much. Trina Marie Hibbs. Okay, contestant number 5 is Kristen Elizabeth Joseph. Kristen, your question is, how do you think Miss Laurel should represent the town of Laurel? One more time. How do you think Miss Laurel should represent the town of Laurel?
Well, I believe that Miss Laurel should be like a statue of Miss Laurel, and she should say, she should have the spirit of Laurel. She should be able to show the world and the joy that comes from being in small town.
Thank you very much. Kristen Elizabeth Joseph. And contestant number 6, Amanda Marie Lee. Amanda, your question reads, do you think there should be restrictions for drivers licensed under 18 years of age? One more time, your question is, do you think there should be restrictions for drivers licensed under 18 years of age?
Yes, I feel that licensed drivers who get their license when they're 16 should have a curfew because they're not experienced enough to be out at late at night.
Okay, thank you very much. time we're going to call on Miss Laurel 1995, Carrie Lee Littleton, to make her farewell address.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. 1 year ago, I was standing on this stage, not knowing what fun and excitement it is being Miss Laurel, and the opportunities that have opened many doors for me. I would like to thank the Exchange Club of Laurel for giving me the opportunity to represent them at many parades, events, and dinners. I would like to thank the volunteer Laurel Fire Department for letting me represent them as Miss Laurel Fire Prevention, and helping out with their haunted house, visiting the schools during Fire Prevention Week, many parades, dinners, and the Delmarva Firemen's Pageant. Special thanks to the following members of the Exchange Club: Mrs. Juanita Stone, Mr. and Mrs. Ralph Todd, Mr. and Mrs. Fred Matthews, and Mr. Kenneth Whaley. Special thanks to the following members of the Fire Department: Wendy and Mike Lowe, Chief Jeff Hill, Gerald Brown, Dean Gulliver, Haunted House Committee, Kevin Ritchie, and President Jack Northern. A very special thanks to EMT Mike Lowe, Paramedic Tim Keene, and Mrs. Judy Wells and Ladies Auxiliary. Thanks goes out to the Delmar and Sharptown Fire Companies for helping me in the non-emergency situations. Kelly Willie, thank you for being my personal hairdresser. Thank you, Mr. John Burton of Seaford Burton, for lending your beautiful cards for Christy and I to ride in, and for praise. Mrs. Cross, thank you for all the pictures. A special thanks to Sandra Taylor, my other mother. Teresa Scott, thank you for all your encouragement. Jody and Jolene, my two best friends, thank you for helping me getting dressed and ready in ambulances at the parades. Lee, thank you for being my escort to dinners and driving me in parades. Mom and Dad, thank you for all you've done for me. It would not have been possible. Christy, thanks for all your support and help. Last, but certainly not least, to my special little friend, Christine. You are a brave and charming little girl. I don't know what I would have done without you. I will never forget your little reminders such as Smile Pretty and Wave Carrie, and you cuddling next to me to keep warm in the winter parades. Remember all the good times we've had together. Our friendship will not end with a ring, it will last a lifetime. I'd like to finish by telling each of the girls on stage that although only one of you will be counted as the fall 1996, all of you are winners. And by having the courage to compete tonight, show that you have the ability and self-esteem to be whatever you strive to be. Thank you.
Making her last appearance as Miss Laurel, Carrie Lee Littleton. I think we should give a hand to all the girls on stage. I think this is an unusually good group. This time we're going to close the curtain, and when we reopen, we will have the decision of the judges. Thank you. Welcome back. We'd like to remind you that there are videos available of tonight's performance. They are outside here in the cafeteria. It's by A+ Video, and we'll ask all the winners to remain after the pageant for pictures. Judges, have you reached a decision? Before we announce the winners, I think we should give our judges a hand because they had a hard job tonight. First of all, we have Miss Personality. Miss Personality is a very important honor since it's voted on by the girls themselves. Miss Personality 1996 is Trina Marie Hips. 17, and the daughter of John Hibbs and Linda Laverty. Miss Personality 1996, Trina Marie Hibbs. Second runner-up, 1996, Amanda Marie Lee. Amanda is a 10th grader. She's 15 and the daughter of Randall and Ann B. Lee. First runner-up, Trina Marie Hibbs. Again, Trina is an 11th grader. She's 17 and the daughter of John Hibbs and Linda Laverty. Okay, in the moment that you've all been waiting for, Miss Laurel 1996, Jolene Lynn Cross. Jolene is an 11th grader. She's 16 and the daughter of Ronald and Barbara Cross.
Sorry.